Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is May 4th, and we're going to do some miscellaneous charts on this video. We're going to do NSU, SGI, and GE. And we're going to start off with NSU. We've never done this chart before. I told a friend that I would do this video for them, this chart for them, I should say. And yesterday we can see that this just dropped through like a rock, the long-term moving averages. There was a downtick 2 bars ago as a warning sign. It went down to test the long-term moving averages, which are weak. There's not very good separation in between them, and now excuse me, we definitely have a bubble formed here, but everything is pointed down. We do not have an uptick signaling that it is time for a fix of this bubble. And on the 60-minute, we can see a continuation of this fall and bubble. It is trying to repair itself, but based on our first uptick right here, we would have had a target right about here, which it almost touched, but not quite. But everything is starting to lean back down right here at the end. So almost hit a bubble fix target, but not quite. The long-term moving averages have already crossed over and are separating, which is bearish. And on the 30-minute, you can see the same thing. In this case, on the 30-minute, it did reach its bubble fix target and is pointing back down again at the end of the day. Extreme separation of the long-term moving averages. So, whether or not this has much higher to go at this moment remains to be seen. The daily is still pointed down, but it will need some sort of corrective action at some point, unless it just completely tanks. But the short-term moving averages have crossed over. They are almost completely through the bar. This is looking very bearish. Not a good looking chart to my eyes based on the information that is currently available. And the secondary indicators are low, suggesting that a uptick should happen at some point, but they can stay down here for extended periods of time. So not something I personally would bet on, and I wish my friend the best of luck with this one. GE, this one had a pretty good down day today. It is still above the bar. It did test the bar today, but closed above it. We do have crossover on 2 of the short-term moving averages, but it has already met the down target for a bubble correction. If this is going to flatline and sit here, we don't know. If it's going to continue going lower, we don't know. We don't have enough information at this time. On a positive note, there's finally room to the upper Bollinger Band line, so it does have room to breathe should it decide to bounce up again, which it just has liked to do in the past few weeks. Beyond that, not much to see here. It had a rough day. It did completely break through on the 60-minute. No uptick, so definitely could see more downside. On the 30-minute, we have a beginning of a crossover on the long-term moving averages. If this is allowed to expand, it will be much more difficult for this to pop up back through it. And on the 60-minute, we do have compression going into a possible flatline. GE just doesn't look very good at the moment. And then there's SGI, which had a huge move up today. It is above the upper Bollinger Band line, suggesting that it will need to either mellow out or come back down to earth to get back inside the Bollinger Band. This one has all kinds of momentum all of a sudden because of good earnings, and the news keeps saying growth, growth, growth. Well, maybe. This definitely looks bubblish on the 60-minute. I don't believe that it could sustain this kind of move for very long, but we do not have a downtick signaling a correction of that bubble as of yet. But this right here is definitely questionable. But the long-term moving averages are crossing over, so that part of it does look very nice. If this is going to be a new momentum rocket, you know, 30-minute and 60-minute time frames, this is a textbook guppy entry. If I were to enter it, I would prefer to see it pull back a little bit first and bounce back off, but that's just me. And so there you have it, a couple miscellaneous stocks, and that'll do it for this video. Please drop by bearsandexile.com, check out the forum, check out the news, check out the articles. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This video is for educational, entertainment, and consumption of time purposes only.